Hi and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. We are gonna play Stompy. It's the Deluxeicoff Stompy list, and none of our friends that are online have the decks we want to face off against. So we are trying our luck in the tournament practice room. While we're waiting, have a peek at the metagame report. These are the most successful decks from MTGOstats.info. So fairies are doing the most wins. Affinity is the second deck. I still don't think it's a tier 1 deck. I think it's something that's just happening right now. Blue Red Post, number 3, Stompy number 4, nothing strange there, Hexproof Goblins, Elves, Elf Druid, I don't know what Druid means, but it's the distant Elves deck. Demir Post, just an aberration of Izzet Post. Familiar Storm at number 9, Infect at number 10, and I think it is the Temporal Fissure decks that have inspired Infect. I did play Mono Blue Stormpost, Temporal Fissure, against Infect, and even without Invigorate it was quite a hard matchup. So Infect will thrive on the decks that thrive on killing Cloudpost. And here is Burn at number 12. With 2% of the metagame, so we have some work to do to put blue-black Trinket control up here, but I think it belongs there. But this is the number 4th deck, Stompy, that will easily be number 1 once again, if we ever find an opponent. And the Stompy special is coming very soon, where Deluxeicoff reveals his Stompy tech. We are up against Little Muck. Stompy is very good because you seldom have to mulligan, but this is a fantastic bad hand. It's a virtual 2-card mulligan, so we can easily take another card here, and this is a much better another hand. This is a much better hand. And now it's time for the fight against Cloudpost. And I think I'm playing Nettle Sentinel here. Young Wolf will keep the pressure up, but I want to force him to play removal, and if he doesn't have removal, I'll do more damage with the Sentinel. And he didn't. I don't think he could counter the Rancor. So I'm gonna play the Young Wolf first. See if he counters that. And if he doesn't counter that, I will not play the Rancor. And now I have Wines of Westwood protection next turn, or now if he tries to do anything removal wise. He is sitting pretty. And we'll just play Shinnen, once again trying to lure out the counterspells. But Shinnen is okay. And we're not playing Rancor into open counter mana. Have 3, Mr. Cloudpost. Maybe he doesn't have red. Maybe it's Mono Blue Stormpost. Maybe it is. That would be very interesting. Now I'm gonna play the Groundswell to untap the Sentinel. It felt like the card I could waste that he wouldn't counter, and now he will counter the Pit Skulk, which means that I probably can play Rancor next turn. At least that's the plan. Yes, there's a counterspell. He needs to play something because he is in dire straits. And the 5th turn Muldrifter is always a nice play, but this time it isn't very good. Especially not now. So I will Rancor Shinnen. And then I'm gonna trample all over him. For some 7 damage. And a pretty good chance at doing something next turn that will result in his death. I know how it feels to play Mono Blue here. It looks like the Stormpost deck. But what do I do against that? Well, I'll tell you. I am bringing in the Hunt Beasts. I am bringing in the Tarmokarsts. I'm probably bringing in Vines of Westwood. But what am I taking out? I am definitely not sure on that. When I played Stompy the most, I never ran into this kind of monsters. Howl Pack should be worthless against someone who doesn't kill my stuff. As should Gather Courage. It's pump all the way, basically. Yeah, I think it is. Or Shinnen. But Shinnen proved pretty good against Muldrifters anyway. So let's try it like this. There's the Tarmokarst, and we are curving into something. So I think we're good. Young Wolves is actually not very good, again, if it doesn't have removal. But it's good enough to get the Pit Skulk going. Except that the Pit Skulk will be countered. Or not. So the question here now is Pit Skulk or... Pit Skulk or Ledgewalker. But the Pit Skulk does the most damage. I really hope I draw another land soon. Now we can sit back and counter the Ledgewalker. And Gather Carriage is pretty pointless here. I'm gonna play Shinnen, hoping to drain the counterspell. And he will probably be quite trigger happy on his counters, because he must do anything to stop the tide. There are no Cloudposts yet. We have the Carriage when the Muldrifters appear. We are definitely gonna go for the Karst here, right? As we have 2 of them. And I expect it very much to be countered, yes. But we have the pressure up, we can do quite some damage. Muldrifter now is nothing. Archaeomancer is worse. But we're still only gonna run right over him. There's another Shinnen. I'm paying a green. Hitting him for 3. Keeping the pressure up. And here's Silhana Ledgewalker. And I now have 9 damage coming, but I expect him to do something. And I will just happily attack. I should have kept that forest in hand. I'm threatening groundswell now, but how much is this? 4, 5. Well, I think I got to play it, because it is game if it works. I'm playing it on the ledge walker, of course, as she cannot be handled by stuff. I know the counterspell was there, so what did I really accomplish there? I got the counterspell out of his hand anyway. He is 1 mana short of an Alamog's Crusher. He's gotta have posts, right? Does that actually do anything? Yeah, it kills the... Oh, there are the posts. It's definitely a storm post deck. Electricity. Wait, what? Okay, maybe it has a short red, a little red component to his Mono Blue post deck. I don't know if he's playing Storm Post or not. I haven't seen many storm spells such as Cloud of Fairies, but the decks are pretty similar. I would categorize this as Mono Blue Post, though. Electricity will keep him alive. So I bet he'll use it. And we want to get rid of a land here because we don't want him to cast the Crusher on us. Actually, if he casts the Crusher, he'll die, so it's not that dangerous. And now he needs to block all 4 of them. And that's it. Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat playing Stompy by Deluxeicoff against Mono Blue Cloudpost.